Have you been silently struggling, feeling like no one truly sees what you're going through? Those hidden battles, the quiet pain, and the moments when your heart breaks in secret, they're not unnoticed by Allah. In fact, they might be the very signs that He's preparing to shower you with Barakah, blessings beyond your imagination. Allah often works in silence, shaping your soul through trials before opening doors you never expected. In this video, we'll uncover the hidden wisdom behind your struggles and how they may be signals that Allah is about to transform your life in powerful, beautiful ways. 1. Hidden struggles are a sign of divine attention. There are times in life when the struggles we face are completely invisible to the world around us. No one sees the anxiety behind your smile, the heartbreak behind your silence, or the weight you carry behind your strength. These are not signs of abandonment by Allah. Rather, they can be profound signs of His special attention and care. When Allah loves a servant, He refines them, sometimes through quiet, internal trials that deepen faith and sincerity. Hidden struggles often serve as a purification process. They cleanse the heart from pride, ego, and attachment to worldly things. They drive a person closer to Allah, not out of obligation, but out of necessity and love. It is in this sacred space between you and your Lord that true spiritual transformation begins. These quiet tests are often reserved for those whom Allah wants to raise in status without exposing them to public trials. They are like personal invitations from Allah to draw nearer, to trust more deeply, and to surrender fully. While the world may never see what you endure, Allah sees everything, and through every hidden hardship, He is guiding you toward greater wisdom, strength, and ultimately, the Barakah you never imagined. 2. Silent battles strengthen your iman. The most powerful transformations often happen in silence. When you're battling fear, doubt, or sadness deep within, but continue to turn to Allah, that is a powerful sign of inner growth. These silent struggles test the depth of your iman, faith, in ways that public challenges never could. They reveal whether your connection with Allah is rooted in your heart, beyond appearances or praise from others. In these quiet moments of hardship, you begin to rely on Allah, not because you have no other choice, but because you've realized He is the only one who truly understands. There's no one to impress, no one to explain yourself to, just you and your Creator. This sincerity strengthens your tawakkul, trust in Allah, as you place your hope and healing in Him alone. Faith developed in solitude is often the strongest kind. It's not influenced by external validation. It's real, raw, and personal. These internal battles refine your soul, building a relationship with Allah that is resilient and unshakable. Over time, you become someone whose heart remains firm even when the world around you is unstable. That is the beauty of silent trials. They don't just test your faith, they fortify it from the inside out. 3. Isolation often precedes divine elevation. Periods of isolation, when you feel distant from people, misunderstood, or emotionally disconnected, can be deeply uncomfortable. Yet, they often come just before major spiritual breakthroughs. In these quiet seasons, Allah removes distractions from your life, not to punish you, but to prepare you. He creates space around you so you can focus inward, rediscover your purpose, and realign your heart with Him alone. Many of the prophets experienced solitude before their missions began. Prophet Musa, alayhi salam, spent years away from his people before receiving revelation. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam spent long nights in the cave of Hira, in reflection before the Quran was revealed. These moments of isolation weren't setbacks, they were divine preparation. Allah was building something within them before He opened the next chapter of their lives. When you feel alone, it may be because Allah is detaching you from worldly dependencies so you can become truly dependent on Him. This sacred solitude allows you to heal, grow, and reflect without noise. It's in this stillness that clarity comes, and with clarity, elevation follows. What feels like a period of silence may actually be the calm before the divine opening, a time where Allah is quietly nurturing your soul for something far greater. 4. Dua in desperation is never wasted. There is a unique power in the dua made from a place of desperation. When the heart is broken, the eyes are filled with tears, and there's no one to turn to but Allah. That dua rises with sincerity that words alone cannot capture. It comes straight from the soul, raw and honest. In such moments, even if your voice trembles or your words fail, Allah hears the cry of your heart. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Indeed, your Lord is shy and generous. He is shy that His servant raises his hands to Him, and He returns them empty." This means even the prayers you whisper in your darkest hour, the ones no one else knows about, are being received with divine mercy. Sometimes you may not see the results immediately, but rest assured, no sincere prayer is ever lost. It is either answered, delayed for something better, or stored for your hereafter. Desperation in dua strips away pride and reminds us that we are entirely dependent on Allah, and in that complete surrender lies the secret to divine acceptance. What feels like unanswered prayers may actually be the planting of seeds, waiting for the right season of Barakah to bloom. 5. Barakah comes after sabr, patience. Patience is not just about waiting, it's about how you wait. It's about staying firm, hopeful, and faithful during the delays and difficulties of life. When you're tested repeatedly and still choose to trust Allah's wisdom, you are planting the seeds of Barakah, divine blessing, that will bloom at the appointed time. Nothing given by Allah comes late. It arrives exactly when your heart is ready to carry it with humility and gratitude. Barakah doesn't only mean wealth or ease. It can be peace in your heart, strength in your body, or growth in your soul. Often, Allah withholds certain blessings until you've been refined through patience. He teaches you resilience, compassion, and discipline, not to deny you, but to prepare you to handle blessings responsibly. There are times when you might feel like you've waited too long, prayed too much, and endured more than your share. But remember, the Quran repeatedly tells us, indeed, Allah is with the patient. That divine closeness is itself a form of barakah. Every moment of sabr is building a future you cannot yet see, one filled with openings, ease, and rewards far beyond what you imagined. 6. Your pain has a purpose. Pain is never meaningless in the life of a believer. Every hardship you face carries a purpose far greater than the suffering itself. Sometimes, Allah allows pain to enter your life, not to break you, but to wake you, to awaken parts of your soul that comfort and ease could never reach. Through pain, we are humbled, purified, and reminded of our true dependence on Him. Life's most painful moments often become the turning points that lead us back to sincerity, self-reflection, and real growth. They push us to ask deeper questions, to reevaluate our priorities, and to reconnect with our Creator in a way that surface-level comfort never would. That pain becomes a bridge to a more meaningful existence, one shaped by submission rather than superficiality. Many times, the blessings you're praying for require you to be transformed first, and pain is the tool of that transformation. Allah, in His wisdom, uses pain not as punishment, but as preparation. He is not delaying your success. He is developing your strength, character, and trust. The pain you feel now may very well be the path that leads you to barakah, healing, and peace that lasts not just for this life, but into eternity. Remember, every hidden struggle is a sign that Allah hasn't forgotten you. He's preparing you for something greater. Stay patient, stay faithful. If this video touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Profound Deen for more soul-healing reminders. May Allah open doors of barakah in your life and grant you peace beyond understanding. Comment below. Ya Allah, bless me with strength, patience, and barakah in every part of my life.